hey, let's go on a walk. The world is changing really fast, and so am I. It's changing so fast I almost can't keep up with it, really. Not just the world, but me. I'm 45. I'm just about to turn 46 in April. And I've lived quite a bit of life. I've done a lot of things. There's also a lot of things that I haven't done and that I don't know. And especially about myself, I kind of feel like I don't know who this person is. I don't know who I am anymore. And I know this is pretty heavy and that it kind of has nothing to do with pop culture, but it sort of has everything to do with life. It's about 6:30 in the morning. It's a Sunday morning. I've been up since 3:30 and I've been giving this a lot of thought. Look, when it all comes down to it, this is just a YouTube channel. I'm just some chick online. I accidentally went viral because everybody hated The Acolyte and we all wanted to hate it together. And I just wanted to tell you, most of you are guys too. I just wanted to say, I love you guys. And I'm so thankful that you subscribe to my channel. And for several months, I really didn't want to let you down. I wanted to keep talking about pop culture, and I love it. And I love movies, and if you know me in person, it's very much part of my personality. I just love art and culture, and I don't mind ragging on personalities and movies and art that sucks. But I also really love to talk about things that are beautiful, and I love to discover new things about myself and new things about humanity. And really, when it all boils down to it, I'm not even much of a novelist. I'm not much of a woman. I'm not much of an individual. I've just been trying to figure out a way to survive, figure out a way to get myself to a place where I can feel happy and okay with my life. I'm kind of reaching a point to where I understand that that's never going to happen. There is a car coming. I figured no one would be outside at 6:30 in the morning. I'm totally hiding from this car. I hope they think I disappeared into a hole. I kind of did. I've never been to this event before, and it's sort of a cool background. Look, there's also some benches. There's a bench, like a park bench behind me, and that cool gnarly tree. This is so great. I'm exploring new things. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, I have felt like a total loser my whole life and just out of sync with who I am and what I want to do with life. I keep trying and trying and trying so hard, and it's so apparent. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to be flexible enough to follow my intuition. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with my life. And when you put yourself in a situation where you have to be consistent and show up for people and hustle and grind, that just sounds like the worst thing ever. Maybe I don't have to get to the essence of myself. I don't know. Maybe it's okay to not be true to oneself. Maybe it's okay to just exist. Maybe it's okay to not be something, and maybe it's okay to just keep your state job and your cozy benefits and just write poetry on the weekends and sew your own dresses and, live in a cottage with a cat. Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe that's my future. Getting emotional. I tried my best to open up my life to a marriage relationship and to children and to the type of conventional life that I not only thought I was supposed to, but it was something that I actually wanted. And none of that worked out. In fact, I've been trying my entire life since I was 18 or 19 to try and figure out being an adult and also being a writer like I wanted to do. And it's been 25, 30 years since then. And I've been trying for 25 to 30 years. It's not just the past few months. It's 25 to 30 years. I've been trying to put my life into a situation where I can care for myself and pay my bills and also be a writer. And now I'm at a place where I realize, yeah, I could make it work with YouTube, and oh, this is such a great opportunity. You know, I can make videos, and which I love doing, and do essays, which I love doing, and do writing, which I love doing, and interact with cool and interesting people online, you know, in the world, and enjoy all this really great technology, which I love doing. And then I realize just live streaming, which was a compromise to making videos in the first place, is exhausting me. Can't get enough sleep. I get too wound up and I can't get enough rest. And at this point, I'm 45, almost 46. The spirit is willing and the desire is there, and the excitement is in my mind and in my soul. And I'm just so into it. And my body absolutely will not keep up with me. And I can't keep up my health and also pursue all of these cool things with a full-time job. And that's just the reality of what there is, you know? It's like understanding that it would have been great to have had kids and to have had to have had the type of marriage relationship that I wanted. It would have been great to have had a house and, you know, enjoyed my religious life. Those things would have been nice. But it never gelled for me, and it never happened. And I need to understand that there are parts of my life and things I could have become that just aren't going to happen. There's this interesting little throwaway line in Little Women, specifically in the 1990s version with Winona Ryder. And I'll put that clip in here.
I find it poor logic to say that because women are good, women should vote. Men do not vote because they are good, they vote because they are male. And women should vote not because they are angels and men are animals, but because we are human beings and citizens of this country.
You should have been a lawyer, Miss March.
I should have been a great many things, Mr. Mayor.
I should have been a great many things. And, emotions. I've always identified a great deal with the character of Jo March because she was such a misfit, and her mind would come alive at night with stories, and that was me. By the time I saw that character in my late teens in that movie, I just watched that movie all the time. It's one of my favorite movies ever. It's just because I was like, that's me. I am Jo March. I am Jo March. Except I didn't throw away a perfectly good proposal from a rich man. She did have something I don't think that I had, which was that she had a sense of herself and that she had enough bravery to say, this isn't working for me. You know, she turns down her best friend and decides not to marry her best friend. I personally think her best friend always was in love with her. But he settled and married her sister, and that was fine for her sister because her sister just wanted to marry a rich man. There were also ways that she knew that he was going to live his life that just wouldn't work with the way she had to live her life. And she had to live her life in a certain way because she was just different. She was a misfit. It can be very sad when you want a whole set of things, but the very nature of yourself doesn't lend toward achieving those things. And then you get to be in your midlife and you realize, wow, there's all kinds of opportunities that just aren't going to be possible for you. It might still happen, but it'll happen in unconventional ways because you're an unconventional person and just came onto the planet unconventionally. I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't know where life is taking me, but I need to step away from YouTube and figure that out. And maybe it just means that I sew my own clothes and go for walks in the local cool town that's nearby. And maybe I just write poetry on the weekends. Maybe it means that I figure out a way to quit my secure state job and just embrace YouTube and fly by the seat of my pants. Maybe that means that I keep my stable state job and I just live a quiet life in obscurity offline. Maybe that means that I get a cat, just enjoy the quiet company of plants and a cat and fresh air. Maybe it means I might end up meeting somebody eventually too. And maybe I might have a quiet life with them. Maybe I get this channel off the ground. Maybe I throw caution to the wind. Maybe I get fired. Maybe the entire world blows up. I don't know, because change is happening so fast in the world, and change is happening so fast in my life. And I don't know what's going to come next. All I know is I had a great time with y'all last summer, yakking about the acolyte. And there is a huge part of me that wishes that I could just use my awake time when I have energy to make videos for all of you. That's what I would prefer. I'd prefer to do live streams where I write. I would prefer to have plenty of time to work on becoming a novelist all day long. But I need to take care of myself. And if that's not something I can do during the day, I don't think I can do it at night. So I'm going to step away from the channel for a while. I'm not going to shut it down, but I'm also not going to work on promoting it because I need to take care of myself and I need to figure out what the next step is. God willing, you guys won't go away. But if you do, I understand. And I really appreciate you being around. I might publish some more things online. I might not. I don't know what's going to happen. Everything is so mercurial right now. Everything is so up in the air. And at the same time, it's really exciting, but frightening. I can't wait to see what comes next. Thanks for taking this walk with me. And just thanks for saying hi. I'm glad all of us met. And God willing, maybe we'll meet again.